All right, good morning. We got some more systems of equations this time. So first one, we're starting off, it's just going to be a system of two equations. So we've got, so first of all, first thing you're always going to want to do with these word problems, you're going to set up your equations, okay? So they tell us that 3 senior citizen tickets plus 1 child ticket equals 38. And then, so that tells us that 3 times the price of a senior ticket plus 1 times the price of a child ticket equals $38, right? Well, C is the price of my senior ticket, 1 is the price of my child ticket. Second day, we're selling 3 senior tickets and 2 child tickets, and that is going to equal $52. All right, well, next thing we're going to want to do, we're going to want to solve this. So let's go ahead and multiply. Just notice what we have here, right? Remember, you're always looking for those opposite coefficients. And we're pretty close here. We've got the same, right? Both of our s's have a 3, and we want to make one of those into a -3, so we're going to have opposites. All right, so if I multiply this entire bottom equation by -1, what's that going to give us? So our top one stays the same. And then our bottom one, multiplying by -1, right? We're just changing all the signs. And there we go, and we can just add these up. So our s's are going to cancel. 1 minus 2 is -1c. 38 minus 52 is -14. All right, so multiply both sides by -1, and we've got the price of a child ticket right there. All right, the child tickets are $14. Okay, so I can go plug that into one of my original equations. So I've got 3s plus 1c, and I'm going to plug in 14 for c equals 38. All right, and then we can solve for s. All right, so 1 times 14 is 14, and we can subtract that on both sides. We've got 3s equals 24, and then we'll divide both sides by 3, and we will get s equals 8. All right, so those are our prices. The child tickets are $14, senior tickets are $8. All right, let's get into some more tricky ones here. So now we're going to have a system of 3 equations, right? So we've got stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Okay, so let's set up these equations. All right, so the total is going to be 12,000 here. All right, so this is telling us that the total number in stocks plus the amount invested in bonds plus the amount invested in mutual funds is equal to $12,000, right? That's what that first sentence is telling us. It's saying if we add up all her investments, she invested a total of $12,000. All right, so let's see what our second sentence is going to tell us. Our second sentence. So remember percentages. So like 10%, you're moving that decimal over 2 places when we want to convert those to a decimal. So moving that over 2 places, that decimal over 2 places, that's going to be 0.1. All right, so a 10% return is saying you're going to multiply it by 0.1. So 10% of the stock investment, 8% return on the bond. So again, we're moving that decimal over 2 places. So that's going to be a 0.08. So 0.08 of the bond investment, and then 12 on the mutual fund. So again, we're going to move that over 2 places, and that's going to be 0.12. So 0.12 on the mutual fund investment equals $1,230 return. All right, our last sentence here, it tells us the total in stocks and bonds equals the mutual fund investment. All right, so it says the total in stocks and bonds is equal to the mutual fund investment. All right, so the tricky one was really that middle equation. Those total ones are hopefully a little bit easier, more straightforward. The middle one, that key here is make sure you know when we're going from percents to decimals, you're just moving that decimal place over by 2 positions. Okay, so now we've got a system of 3 equations. The first one and the third one are easy to use. That middle one is hard to use. So let's make it easier to use. All right, let's get rid of all the decimals now. And here's how we can do that. Let's multiply both sides by 100, right? And this is standard general steps that you're going to want to do if you see a problem like this on the test and you want to get rid of those decimals so we can use some elimination. Just multiply both sides by 100 once you set up the equation. Get rid of those decimals. All right, so when I multiply both sides by 100, that's going to give me 1s plus 8b plus 12m equals 12,300. All right, notice that made my numbers a lot nicer. No more decimals. It's going to be a lot easier to do some elimination now. Okay, the last thing I would do is on that red equation. Remember, if you watched my videos earlier, I always prefer get all your variables on the same side. All right, so we're going to subtract m on both sides. So subtract m over here, subtract m over here. And I'm going to bring that over here. That's going to be s plus b minus m. And then m minus m is going to be 0. And then since I'm moving everything over, I'm just going to go ahead and bring that blue guy over as well. It was s plus b plus m equals 12,000. All right, so see what we did there, right? We multiplied the second one through by 100, get rid of the decimals. And then on the third one, we subtracted that m because we want to get all your variables on the same side of that equation. All right, now we're ready to do some elimination. All right, so let's see what we've got. First of all, I notice my first and my third equations, we've already have opposites on the m. So let's take advantage of that. Let's eliminate m. Okay, so I'm going to combine the blue equation together with the red equation. All right, so I'm combining the blue equation with the red. I'm just going to write it right down here. So ignore the green one for now. We're combining blue with red. So I'm saying s plus s is 2s. b plus b is 2b. m minus m is 0. And then 12,000 plus 0 is 12,000. All right, normally you'd rewrite those next to each other. I'm just running out of room, so we're going to combine them right there. We're just going to ignore that green one for now, right? We're using equations 1 and 3. So we've got a new equation with s and b. Okay, awesome. So now I need to create another set of equations. I need to use a different pair, right? I can't use 1 and 3 again. And we need to eliminate m once again. So let's go ahead and do that. I am going to choose to use equations 2 and 3. All right, but notice if I want to eliminate m, let's get rid of all the circles now. If I want to eliminate m and I'm looking at these two equations, I need there to be a 12 right here, right? Because I want my opposites. So let's go ahead and multiply that red equation all the way through by 12. So that way we're going to have opposites between the green equation and the red, and we can eliminate the m. So I'll have 12s plus 12b minus 12m, and then 0 times 12, that's still 0. Let's bring the green guy over.